This week in the garden, we are planting something that I always plant in the wintertime, garlic. If you want to grow garlic in the Carolinas, the best time to plant it is October or November, and it will grow through the winter, and you'll be harvesting these in April or May. I'm also going to put onions in just because onions are something that grows in underground. I plant onions from seed, and you can only plant onions from seed in the fall. If you want to do transplants, you have to wait until springtime. Let's start right now, however, with the garlic. When planting garlic, I usually just go to the supermarket, I buy a head of garlic, and the first thing I do is I break it up into individual cloves. And it's the cloves that we will be putting into the ground. And then these will grow, and when I harvest them next spring, these will be full heads of garlic. So I'm getting a lot of garlic out of just one little thing I bought in the supermarket. With garlic, it's important to plant them the right direction. When you break them off of the head, there's a pointy part at the top of the garlic, and then there's a rough part at the bottom. When you plant it in the ground, you want them to go straight up and down like this. They'll grow no matter how you plant them in the ground. However, if you put them in sideways or upside down, you're going to get a plant that doesn't grow straight up. It'll kind of be curved. It won't grow straight up. These will grow the best heads of garlic if you put it straight up and down. So these are going to go in the ground. I will plant these about 4 inches apart. They're going to go a good inch deep. You want to make sure the entire clove is completely buried. And then these will start growing, and we'll start to see the garlic appear in our garden in 1 to 2 weeks. Also, I'm going to do onions. Plant onions from seed in the fall. If you want to do transplants, wait till spring for transplants. And if you're thinking about putting bulbs in for onions, don't do that in the Carolinas. It's just way too tricky. Chances are you're going to spend a lot of money and it's going to mess up. You do it in the fall and you'll get hit by a frost or a freeze. If you do it in the spring, it's going to get too hot too fast and these will bolt and go to seed instead of giving you the onion. I prefer to do my onions from seed in the fall, and it's the same exact thing. By the time we hit spring, these are going to be about this tall, a lot like the transplants that you may want to put in, but transplants are a lot more expensive. So if you want to save money, plant your onions in the ground, about 1/4 of an inch deep, right now in the fall. If you don't care about money, wait till spring and buy your transplants.